Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. I am live. Okay, let's get into this. I wanted to do this live because I held the Audience Growth Accelerator Masterclass a couple of days ago now, and the response back from it has been wild because I taught 3 strategies that are working massively for me in building my audience and for lots of my students. So in the masterclass, I gave strategies, I gave like practical tips that you could implement immediately. And as a result of that, I've been getting messages from Instagram and from Facebook, like in my DMs from people who attended saying, oh my God, Emma, I did what you said and look what's happened. So I got a message today and people have made sales. Yesterday, I got a message from one attendee who said they'd already grown their ideal client is the key here, by 41, just from implementing what I taught inside of the masterclass. So I wanted to share with you guys just like one of the biggest things that people kind of have this like, oh, right, should I really be doing this? And the answer is yes. I'll share that with you now and why you should be doing it. But I think we have this misconception that in order to like make big money online, in order to be making like a lot of sales, you need to have a lot of followers, a lot of engagement, and a lot of comments. Tomorrow, I'm going to share a post of one of my posts, which has got, let me go to my team member who sent me the results earlier, and I just want to share it with you because it's actually crazy. Let me scroll back. We've been messaging a little bit since I asked her for it, but I said, can you show me a post where I've made a lot of sales but I haven't got a lot of engagement? So she found the post for me and she sent it to me. And she said, this one from January had 37 sales at £285 per sale. And you got 7 likes and 3 comments. So no crazy engagement right there. But if we do 37 sales at £285, that made £10,500. See, most of us are actually looking at the wrong metrics. Most people are focusing on followers and engagements and comments, and you're putting out content and you're putting out things out there you think isn't working, but you're just not doing it for long enough. It might be that you're not doing the right thing, but it might be that you're just expecting these metrics of, oh, it's only good content if I'm getting loads of followers and engagement and comments. And it's just not necessarily the case. I think we're all in this space right now where we see so much online of like, download how to go viral, my freebie, or pay for me this on like how to go viral on Instagram, or how to create like 100 reels in 10 minutes and you should be posting 3 reels a day and all of this kind of stuff. And actually, those are not the metrics you should be looking at all. And I'm going to prove this to you. I want to show you a couple of my students who are getting amazing results with really small audiences. So this is my student, Nikki. Nikki, as you can see, doesn't have a massive amount of followers on Instagram. However, Nikki was changing direction a bit in her business, and she was like, I need to grow an audience of ideal clients for like my new messaging. So she's become a certified menopause coach, but she's also a really great business coach. So she was combining the two together. So we talked about audience strategy and she got to work. So in 1 month, she organically, no paid ads, built her ideal client list to 351 people, right? So she built her email list to 351 people. And already within 2 weeks of doing that, she had made over 10K in sales in the past 2 weeks alone. So the audience growth strategy isn't about let's grow your followers, let's go blinking viral, let's post 5 flaming reels a day. I mean, who's got time to do that? It's all about finding your ideal clients and marketing to those, right? Take my student, Kelly. So when Kelly started, she'd never like done a launch. She had a business, she was selling stuff, but she'd never actually launched. And so Kelly started when I launched my Launch Express curriculum, which is basically showing you step by step how I do a 6-figure launch. It's inside of Entrepreneurs Do My membership. It's included in the membership. You don't pay extra for it. And Kelly followed this step by step, and she sent me a message. She stayed accountable to me. She said, just to let you know my launch results, which I started straight after your live training, I had 170 people sign up for my free masterclass. I made 10,000 in sales. I dropped the ball on a few things, only 2 lives, forgot the last 2 email reminders, but this proves your training delivers results. I know I can do better next time. Thanks so much. Kelly did do better next time. She went on to do a £20,000 launch. Now she's doing £30,000 consistent months in her business. So this is the power actually of having an audience growth strategy, because if you're frustrated in your business and you're trying to just sell to the same people over and over again, it's probably because you don't have an audience growth strategy. And it's not difficult. Once you know, you'll realize, oh my God, you're like, I'm, you know, kind of like a sucker for this stuff with other people. So why am I not doing it myself? But I also want you to be careful. Social media is not safe. I know, but on the day that I was starting to talk about building your audience, I woke up at 7:11 to this message on my Facebook. Emma, your account has been locked. I was like, oh, oh my God, I've manifested it. I'm like, I'm just about to start talking about this on social media and my social media is gone. Luckily, I got it back. My friend Jess wasn't so lucky. My friend Jess messaged me a few days before this saying, oh my God, Em, I've lost 2 accounts, over 40,000 followers. I don't have a flipping business. Can you help me? Like, how am I going to build my audience quickly? How am I going to be able to like do this, you know? Because she only uses social media to build her audience. And so obviously I'm helping her out with giving her a strategy of like, not just building your audience on social media, and don't just follow, like go on the metrics of followers and engagement and comments, because that is not the measure. You know, you could look at some of my posts and think, oh, there's not many comments on there, there's not many likes on there, she's not doing great. But in the back end of everything, I'm doing amazing. The revenue is up, my business is only ever growing. But you can be like disillusioned by what you see online to think that the only metrics to track are like followers, likes, comments, and engagements. And that's just absolutely not how it works at all. So let me just share with you why, just a couple of slides from the masterclass. This is the one thing that every single business owner has to have. And honestly, it doesn't matter if you've been in business for 10 years already and you haven't got this, you need to start it now. The best time like is now. Best time was yesterday, but you know, the next best time is today. You have to have an email list, my friends. It is the only way that you have direct access to your customer, your ideal client. And it's the only thing that you 100% own, because you don't own your social media. You can be kicked off there by Facebook or Instagram for no reason whatsoever tomorrow. We see it happen to people all of the time. But your email list, you own it 100%. Let me give you some stats about email lists and having an email list. I make over 90% of my sales through emails. I know, it's crazy, but it's absolutely true. I went 7 years of building my business without having an email list. And now I look back and I'm like, hang my head in shame, because it is the one thing. If I didn't have Facebook, if I didn't have Instagram, if I didn't have LinkedIn or YouTube or any of the social media channels, I would always feel confident that I can continue to build my business with just my email list alone. Think about this in terms of marketing. Go on your Facebook or your LinkedIn or your TikTok or whatever. Have a look how many followers you got, and then have a look how many people saw your last post. If you go into a Facebook group, say I use a free Facebook group, right? It's part of my strategy. And even if you go in there, you've got a few thousand people in a Facebook group. A couple of hundred are seeing your post. You know, you're spending all this time sat behind your computer screen, like procrastinating, like, should I post this? Is this good enough? Am I saying the right thing? Is it too pushy? Is it right? You're spending all this time on it. Hardly anyone's flaming seeing it anyway. So you think, hang on a minute. And the reason for that is because of the algorithms. You don't own social media. It isn't a direct line to your customers or your ideal clients. What is a direct line is your email. Because if you look, audience engagement stats on emails say 99% of consumers check their email daily. Daily. 58% of people say that email is their preferred method of communication over social media platforms. And it really is a direct line. Even if someone doesn't actually open your email, your name showing up in front of them every day, just saying like Emma Cooper, Emma Cooper, Emma Cooper, that's marketing in itself. So if you're just showing up in somebody's like inbox, that's like a little virtual tap on the shoulder, like, hey, I'm still here. Hey, I'm still here. Like, here when you need me. It's just marketing in itself. But yet your social media posts that you take so flipping long to curate and think about and you procrastinate, hardly anyone's seeing them anyway. You may as well ping them out there because the algorithms are that most people aren't even seeing them. Your return on investment from email is crazy. So they say that $1 or £1, you can say, because the pound is crap, so it's pretty much the same as a dollar. So $1 will give you the average return of $42. And that makes it one of those cost-effective strategies for reaching your engaged audience. I mean, look at Nikki, 351 people on an email list and 10K in sales in 2 weeks. I mean, it's worth growing your email list, I promise you. And if everything went tomorrow, if you always had an email list, you'd be able to continue to grow your business. Okay, also, let me also share this with you. There are much better conversion rates from email than any social media whatsoever. It converts over 40% better than Facebook. So people on your email list are more likely to be engaged with you. They're more likely to take action, which means they convert into more sales. And also you can do a lot of targeted messaging on emails. Like if you're putting a post on your social media, that post goes to everyone, whether they want to see it or not, whether they're interested or not. So I might do a post, let's say on like, I don't know, how to launch, right? But there are people in my audience, for example, who have Amazon businesses. They don't need to do launches. So that's not relevant for them. Whereas if I was sending an email, I could specifically take out people who had Amazon businesses and just send it to people who worked in online businesses that launching was like really good for, right? So you can make it so targeted to them that they actually perform way, way better because they're really relevant to the people that you're sending it to. So segmented email campaigns, it just means like targeted email campaigns, lead to 760% more revenue than non-segmented campaigns. Another reason why email is good, at the end of July, the end of July, where the kids are breaking up from school. I didn't want to do any like launches. It was like the summer just for me. And I decided to affiliate with a platform that I use, which is absolutely incredible. It's called Proper Plan. And I decided to just send some emails to my audience and do one live just to like share the platform with the founder, Laura. And I shared that. And just through affiliate alone, I don't know exactly how much I made, but it was like 13 to 15,000 right at the beginning of the school holidays. But if I hadn't have built an email list, how would I have been able to tell them without showing up online, doing loads of posts and all that stuff? It would have been time consuming, where it was one masterclass, I wrote 5 emails, and that was the return from it. So just think about like the bigger picture of building your email list. Yes, you can have a direct line to your customers. Yes, it's probably the most passive income. I mean, it took me time to, number one, I've never affiliated with anything before. I don't do that often. This was something that has really, really benefited me in my business. So I was like, oh my God, like, yes, she gave me a special offer to my audience. I'm like, yes, they will love this. They love it. And of course, there's an affiliate payment on the back of it. So I'm like, oh, okay, great. That's the difference though, right? If I didn't have an email list, I would never, ever have been able to do that. So there are bigger benefits as well as promoting and selling your own products. There are also opportunities that you can use your list in order to get behind things that you're really passionate about as well. But again, in probably like the most passive way, right? So your email list is something that I would say every single person start today. In my masterclass, I do go over how you can build your email list, because you might be thinking, well, all right, I'll set up an email list and that's fine. I teach inside of Entrepreneurity how to do that, just in like a simple module, step by step. And you might be thinking, okay, well, I'll set it up, but then how the hell do I get people on it? That's what my masterclass was about. It disappears tomorrow. So if you want to catch it, it's going to be your last chance now, the next 24 hours. So I put the link in the title. If you can't find it, or you want, hey, Joe, if you can't find it, or you want to pop me a message, I will absolutely share that with you. It's not inside of the group, Sheila, but it is in the link in the title. I don't know what I'm looking up. It's in the link in the title. So yeah. have a little nosy. Okay, so let me just go to, I'm going to go past my 3 strategies. At the end of my masterclass, I shared my brand new program. I haven't spoken about it publicly yet. I will start talking about it tomorrow, but I really wanted to push this home because audience building is something that people don't focus on. They don't even know why they should build an email list. They don't know why why they shouldn't be focusing on followers. What should they be focusing on then? If it's not about engagement, if it's not about comments and likes and all that stuff, then what the hell do we focus on? I cover all of that inside of the masterclass. And like I said, people are messaging me already saying, Em, I've implemented it the last 2 days and these are my results. So I'm like, dead chuffed. Audience building should actually be 80% of your focus and attention in your business. It should be. Most people are not making the sales or getting the results that they want because there's just not enough eyes on their stuff. I mean, that is literally just the reason. It's not because your offer's crap. It's not because you're rubbish at business. It's not because you can't sell. It's not because whatever you're doing is not good enough. It is because there are not enough eyes from your ideal client on your stuff. But maybe you don't want to go viral. Maybe you don't want to be creating 3 reels a flaming day. Maybe you don't want to be hanging on your social media like 24/7. Who does? You need an audience building strategy. In that masterclass, I share that all with you. So you can get it in the link or you can pop me a message and you can get it. I shared on the masterclass, at the end of the masterclass, you'll be able to see it. I shared my brand new program. And one of the reasons I did that is because I do masterclasses. I have a membership, Entrepreneurcity, which has over £100,000 worth of courses and curriculums in there. And I have seen, especially lately, people struggling so badly. And the biggest struggle is that they're confused. They don't know what they should be doing next. They don't know what their next steps are. They don't know what they're doing wrong. They don't even know where to start. They got all the motivation in the world. They're not lazy. They just are stuck and confused. And I believe it's because we are consuming so much. We're learning, and we're not doing. And I won't say anything else other than my new program is absolutely not for people who only want to learn. It is not. So I won't tell you who it is for. I'll tell you who it's not for. It's not for people who just want to be in that learning cycle. It's not. Because what I've realized gives me like so much joy, so much passion to build my business is by seeing my students take action, make progress, and get results. And you don't do that if all you do is keep learning. You just make yourself flaming confused. And so I got to the point where I was like, I'm not like releasing like another course. I'm not selling another program where I'm just teaching people. I'm just not doing it anymore. And you've seen, I'm sure you've seen, let me know in the comments if you have, but I've seen in the online world, access to experts. I mean, that's going down with programs, right? Less access. Price of stuff has gone up, like they've ramped it up. And I'll just tell you, I'm flipping the script on that. I have literally turned that absolutely on its head. And if you sign up for the first class of like less access, more money, that's just not my class. It's not my thing. It's not in my program. Mine is absolutely the opposite. It is crazy access that I've never seen it in the online space. And I'm very, very proud of it. I'm also confident in it and that how much progress it's going to help people make, how much action they're going to take. And that's why I want to be so clear that it is not for people that want to just come and consume knowledge, because to me, knowledge is not power. It is potential power. It's only powerful if you use that knowledge by taking action. Therefore, you'll make progress and get results. But I don't just want to deliver more knowledge to people, because I know for a fact, even having your hands on the knowledge does not get us results, right? Potential results, but like without taking action, it's not there. So you can have a little look at the masterclass. That's going to disappear tomorrow. At the end of the masterclass, I do talk about my new program on there. I'll start talking about it, out in the world to everybody tomorrow. We already have, I think, 71 members of the new program. And so I'm really excited to share it with everyone. I'll definitely start doing more of that tomorrow. But if you watch the masterclass tonight and you do hear about it, like pop me an inbox, let me know. And if you don't want to watch the masterclass, but you just want to find out about the program, just pop me an inbox and I'll send you a little link where I share that with you as well. Whatever you do, please promise me one thing. You will get your email list set up with a service provider, and you will be ready to go to build your email list. Now, again, there's strategies to do that, which I share in the masterclass or they're inside of Entrepreneurs Tea. But promise me that you will just commit 100% to building an email list, to making your audience growth safe and ensuring you're not just learning this one thing for results now. This will give you years and years of results. I didn't start building my list until I was 7 years into my business. 7 years into my business. But in the last 30 days alone, my list has grown by over 3,500 ideal clients. I've mastered audience growth, and I really want you to do that too. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'll see you on socials over the next few days. I'm going to London with Sean. We're going away for a couple of nights for my very good friend's birthday. And so I can't wait. So I'm off to fake tan now and have a nice hot bath. I'll catch up with you guys on socials. Don't forget, just message me if you want to see any of the stuff that I've talked about or the replays and stuff, and I can send them over to you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night.